I'm Lisa from sewinglife.com and this is Grace, my lovely daughter. And in this video we're going to turn these pieces of scrap fabric into this patchwork lamp.
What you'll need is the PVC panel, which is adhesive, so sticky on this side. Your scraps of fabric, whatever colour scheme that you want. This light fitting and metal rings, so a top and a bottom, and also some double-sided sticky tape. So we are going to be making a patchwork pattern to fill the size of this PVC, and to make that we're going to be using scraps of fabric that we just already had and are assembling. And to make the structure, we have created this little template made out of cereal box, so just cardboard, and yeah, that will create our structure. Using my template that I've made, I'm going to draw around it so that I can cut out the strips depending on what size. So you could use a ruler, but I'm just going to draw around the outside in pencil. Okay, so what we've done now is all of the same width. We've cut out strips of fabric and then we have pinned them together to make these lines that are then going to make the base of our pattern, of our patchwork. You pick the fabrics that you would like to be next to each other in the pattern, and then you put them the right sides together, so the bits that you want to have facing up, and you're going to lay them on top of each other and then just pin them so that they are connected, and then there you go. And so that's our patchwork. And then the next piece, I'm gonna maybe decide that I want this to be around this long, maybe a little bit shorter, and then I'm just gonna freehand try and cut in a straight line and do the same thing again. So the bits I want to have upwards, I'm gonna face together, and then I'm going to pin it, and then you can see my patchwork is forming. Okay, so now we've laid out and connected all the pieces together. We're going to take them to the sewing machine and sew them all together.
So when the strips are all sewn together, turn them over and take them to the ironing board and iron the seams flat. Pin the right sides together, so strip by strip, pin down the long side and then sew, and then go on to the next one. When you're pinning these strips together, refer to the photograph that you've got of the correct order of your strips, so that you know that at the end the pattern is going to look like you intended it to look like in the first place. Now that all the strips are sewn together, take it to the iron again and iron all the seams out so that everything is flat again, so that when it's stuck onto the PVC panel, it'll lie really flat.
Okay, so now everything is cut out and ironed and flat, and now we're going to stick this panel to our adhesive PVC panel.
So we're going to peel off the self-adhesive panel, but only about the first 15 centimetres. So pull it back. Lay that underneath and then position the panel on top of the fabric. So make sure that it's lined up and it looks straight. Bring it back a bit. And I'm going to press it in the middle and then press it out from the middle. And then what I'm trying to make sure that I do is I want to make sure that these seams all sit flat, so that when it shines through, when it's on the light, it shines through, you can see that it's all sat nice and neat. See what that looks like. Fingers crossed. Oh, look at that.
Wow. So we have our shape now. We're going to take the bits that are going to be at the top and the bottom, and we're going to cut the fabric along the line of the top and the bottom so that we don't have this excess at the edges. So go along and trace the top and the bottom. Okay, so now that we've trimmed the fabric in line with the top and the bottom, we're going to do the same with one other side and take off the excess. So our adhesive strip has come with this sort of folded cut line, and we're going to use that and very carefully so that it doesn't fray, pull it off so that we have this excess little strip of fabric. Very satisfying. If your PVC strip isn't pre-cut, it doesn't have these little sections on the end, you just want to leave like around 1 centimetre extra of fabric along the edges. So for this remaining side, instead of cutting it right to the edge, we're going to leave around 1 centimetre, and that will just give it a bit of a cleaner finish so that there's a little bit extra to fold over at the end, and then we have that cleaner edge. So here, where we've left this extra centimetre so that we could fold it over and have a neater edge on the join, we're going to take our double-sided sticky tape and put it onto the panel just at the end, and as you can probably guess, we're then going to fold it over onto this so that it's nice and neat and tucked away. And now I'm going to peel off the covering to the double-sided tape all the way down and fold it over along the edge of the panel. Press it down so that it's nice and tucked away and we have a clean edge. So the reason that we just did that step is that this is going to be joined together next. And if we hadn't done that, then it would have been a raw edge visible joining here, rather than one that's nice, neat, and covered over, so it looks a lot more professional. So along this same edge that we've just folded together, we're going to do, again, another strip of double-sided tape. It's going to go along the fabric, right at the edge. So we're going to take our double-sided sticky tape and stick it the whole way around the outside of this metal ring. Now we're going to flatten down the sticky tape so it's not like sticking out, that it's all on the metal wire the whole way around. So it's like tightened to it. And then we're going to take the covering strip off so that all of it is, the sticky side is released. Again, very satisfying. Now we're going to do exactly the same around the bottom metal ring. Now we're going to take our sticky metal rings and position them around 1 to 2 millimeters, so quite close to the end of the white panel. So one at the end, one at the bottom. It is easier at one at the top, one at the bottom, and it's slightly easier if you have a pair of people to help you out, because now,
or a mum.
Yeah, or a fabulous mother-daughter team. And then we're just going to roll it along at the same time, and it's gradually sticking.
So push that down.
So to neaten the edges at the bottom, we're going to be going and just folding it under, but where we've got the parts of the ring that stick out to hold it up, we're going to very neatly make a cut up to the length, up to the point of the PVC, so that it can tuck under nicely.
So now these edges need to be neatened up, and to do that what you do is pull the fabric over tightly, and that will stick to the double-sided tape that was already there. You're going to try and push all of the edges underneath here, and what you can do is use a different kind of, so I've just got a piece of plastic here that has come in a kit, or I've also got this here which is from a baking set. So you just need something with a sharp-ish edge, and that is going to be used to push the fabric underneath. Now you can actually be quite firm with it and make sort of short, sharp movements. So initially you're sort of scared to do it because you think you're going to poke something, but actually it does need to have a little bit of force, and do that all the way around the bottom, and then do the same all around the top as well.
So we're going to take this attachment, and we've got our 2 rings here, and it's going to go inside the utility ring. So first of all, we're going to put one and screw it all the way down to the bottom, and then push it through the utility ring like so. I'm going to take the other, put it on the top, and do the same, and screw it all the way down. And now it is attached. Okay, so now we have standard light bulb, and what we're going to do is we're going to take this slot that we've just created, and then I'm going to reach all the way down and screw it in. Okay, here is our finished product, our lovely lamp, and we've plugged it in, and now we're going to switch on the light, and here it is. Oh no. Okay, tell me when.
Go on.
Okay, so.
Oh, all right.
Hello world. Hello internet. You got
Okay.
a friend in me. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay, so you've watched our tutorial on how to make our lovely patchwork lamp. I really hope you enjoyed, and if you want to watch a similar video on how to make something cool, you can look at my mum's video on how to make a little coin purse, which is very cute. Yeah, and I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my mum's amazing channel and like the video if you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.